Hi, my name's Dan. Welcome to Steam on the Road, and I'm thinking about buying a traction engine. So, what on earth possesses anybody to want to buy a traction engine? Well, for me it comes from a lifelong passion for steam, for all things steam, which I probably inherited from my dad. He was a big steam person. He loved steam railways, traction engines. I grew up in a part of South London, very close to Brockwell Park, where we used to go to the Lambeth Country Show, as it was called, and I remember being absolutely fascinated by the steam engines that we saw there all the time. And it's something that I've pursued now for a lot of my life, and I've now got to a point where I'm thinking, is it actually viable? Could I buy and run a traction engine? Now, at this stage, really, what I'm talking about is a miniature traction engine. And I've been doing some research, I've been looking around, and I've been trying to work out whether that's viable, just how many kidneys I'll need to sell to be able to afford one, and just what's going to be involved, because to be fair, I know absolutely nothing about traction engines, really, apart from watching them. So I don't know anything about traction engines. I'm not an engineer. Truth be told, actually, I'm not terribly practical in a hands-on sense. But I'm going into it with my eyes open and acknowledging the fact that I know nothing. So that's where I'm starting from, and I'd very much like you to come along with me and enjoy the ride. I'm very keen to hear views of people. I know some people will say, you're an idiot, you should never try that. What the hell do you think you're thinking about? And I get that. There are lots of people who will be engineers who will say, I have to have a massive workshop and all the rest of it. I will never have that. That's not really me, and I can't see myself doing that. But that doesn't mean I can't enjoy the hobby of steam on the road. So I would very much like your thoughts, comments, suggestions. I've been doing quite a lot of research myself already, and I'll put some links in the comments, whichever it is here. But essentially, I've joined the National Traction Engine Trust, and I've watched a number of their videos. Actually, there's a really good video on YouTube of an interview between their chairman and the guy that runs Burrell, who are a reseller of steam, and they got some really sort of useful information on there about the testing regimes, the hydraulic tests, the steam tests, the what needs to go into ensuring it, what you need to get it on the road, and also, you know, a good indicator of what you should expect to spend price-wise. That, I think, is a really good place to start. So join the National Traction Engine Trust. I've looked at, haven't yet booked into, but I'm looking at their training weekend. I have done huge amounts of research, although I watched quite a lot of traction engine things on YouTube, which is quite amusing because in truth there isn't a lot. And the first rule of traction engines is you mustn't talk about traction engines. I mean, everybody puts videos on about traction engines, but nobody says anything, nobody explains anything. And that's really what I want to do that might be a bit different. I want to be able to put something together that says, look, if I can do this, genuinely anybody can do this. So let's take some of the mystery out of it, and I want I want to see how achievable it is to go and do some rallies and be able to just enjoy steam as a hobby. So where else have I looked? Traction Engine Trust, Burrell themselves, their own website's got quite a lot of information on it, and Legacy Vehicles. Legacy Vehicles has also got, they have a number of engines for sale. And what I really wanted to understand is what's it going to take? What's it going to take for me to put something like this together? I need to know what size is going to be appropriate. Now, let's not be delicate about this. I'm not a small guy, and me sat on a or behind a 2-inch engine is probably going to be a little bit ridiculous. A 4-inch engine, I believe I could probably sit on, or maybe have a seat behind with a jockey wheel, although a lot of the research that I've read says that people find themselves either too far back and struggling to reach controls, or alternatively you're too close to the engine, and depending on the configuration of your riding trolley, you can find if you go round a corner and you have an A-frame, then you've got fouling your feet against the wheels as they come close to the trolley as you turn a corner, and all that sort of thing. And I'm never one to do things by halves, so I at the moment have set my heart on a 6-inch scale engine. Now, although I mean, proportion wise, if you've got a very big engine, then a half scale engine of a very big engine is still a very big engine. Whereas if you take a small engine and you make a half size version, then it's still going to be a small engine. So I need to go and see some, I need to get closer to some, I need to try some. And that's what I'm going to do first. So I've been in touch with a very charming man called Tom over at Legacy Vehicles, and I'm going to go and have a look and go and see what he's got and measure some up for size and see how I get on. That's probably what I'm going to be doing next. So if you'd like to come along with me, then please, you know, I know everybody on YouTube says it, like, subscribe, but more importantly, what I'd really like from you is your ideas, your suggestions, your comments. So please, if you think I'm being an idiot, then by all means tell me. If you love the passion, give me a thumbs up, say, yeah, great. Everything that I can learn from everybody is going to be hugely appreciated, because as I've said, I really don't know what I'm doing, and therefore I've got to start somewhere. And that for me is by doing some research and finding out about it. So that's all from me for now. I will be bringing you the next episode as soon as I can. We are going over on Thursday. We're driving over on after work on Thursday, going to find a pub, have a bite to eat, and then stay in our little T6 camper van, so that we're there bright and early on Friday morning, ready for setting fire to an engine and maybe trying something out. So I'd look forward to your company when we're doing that. Thanks very much.